welcome to ggmix. Today I'm going to show you how to make Rizogalo, rice pudding that's silky, thick and creamy and infused with the flavours of cinnamon and rose to give you a taste of Cypriot summers. So let's get started. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, this Rizogalo is delicious, eaten traditionally cold on a hot summer's day, and just as delicious eaten hot on a cold winter's night. The Rizogalo will just like slide down into your tummy and give it a nice warm hug. So let's get started. In a pan, add 1 small Greek coffee cup of pudding rice. If you don't have a Greek coffee cup, then weigh 75 grams of pudding rice and add 350 milliliters of water and leave your rice to soak for 30 minutes. While the rice is soaking, let's mix our other ingredients. To a bowl, add 1 egg for a rich, silky texture, 7 tablespoons of sugar to sweeten things up, 3 tablespoons of corn flour to thicken everything, and either rose or vanilla. The rose will give you a traditional Cypriot Rizogalo flavour, and vanilla will just flavour it like a traditional rice pudding. Either way, you can't go wrong, both taste fantastic. I'm adding about 3/4 teaspoon of rose, and then I'm going to beat everything together so everything's incorporated. Whisk until your mixture is silky smooth like this, with no lumps and one colour. If some bits are lighter or darker, your egg hasn't been mixed in properly and you'll end up having scrambled egg pieces in your Rizogalo. When your 30 minutes is up, boil your rice for 15 minutes or until it is soft. Fun fact time! Did you know that I never had Rizogalo hot till about maybe 15-16 years ago, and I only had the Rizogalo when it was hot. My husband is the reason we eat our Rizogalo hot, because every time my mum used to make us rice pudding to take home in like tiny little bowls, trust me, we had loads of them and it was a big issue just trying to get them all into the car, then drive home with them and then get them home. He always heated his one up, and now when I make Rizogalo rice pudding, he does the same thing and the tradition continues. In the summer we eat it cold straight out the fridge, it's thick and creamy, and then in the winter we heat it up so it's silky smooth, except he always heats his one up no matter how hot or cold it is outside. Let's check on our rice. Give it a good stir to make sure there's no rice stuck to the bottom, and do this every 10 minutes to make sure, because you don't want to lose your rice to your pan. After 30 minutes of boiling, add 700 milliliters of whole milk and simmer for 10 minutes. Make sure to check every few minutes with your spoon that no rice grains are sticking, because the sugar in the milk makes the rice catch to the bottom of your pan. After 10 minutes, use your Greek coffee cup or any small cup mug and collect some hot milk and add it to your egg, sugar, corn flour mixture. This will get your eggs used to the heat without scrambling them, so when you add your mixture to your pan, it will stay silky smooth. Give it a good mix, then add it to your pan and stir constantly until it starts to thicken. Rice pudding has been a staple in many countries for decades because it's a quick, simple, basic dessert. But to make the best rice pudding, it has to be balanced perfectly. If we look at rice and milk, you can see they both complement each other texturally. The milk is very cooling and smooth, and the rice is also cooling and lumpy, so the smoothness and the lumpiness work well together to give us a perfect texture. But they are both cooling, because like when you've got like heartburn, milk is recommended to cool and soothe your throat and your chest. Well, when I was pregnant and I had like heartburn, the milk was spot on, perfect. It cooled down the irritation of my throat, chest, all the acid, the heat inside. It balanced it perfectly. And also, like, if you've been vomiting, it's recommended to have rice because it's bland and it will cool all the acid and all that down. So we can see that rice and milk work well together texturally, but they're both cooling, and too much rice and too much milk together, it's like they're too bland, and it's a bit sickly. So that's why we add cinnamon, because cinnamon adds a little hint of spice and a little bit of heat, so it takes the cooling level up a bit. So we've got that spicy sort of flavour, but also a little bit of sweetness to it as well. And because the cream and milk is still a bit too sickly, we add the sugar inside to balance it out, make it a bit more sweeter, so it's not just like, you know, it's just a bit plain. If there's no, it's not going to be sweet in it, it's just going to be like but the thing that brings it all together and lifts it all up and makes it fresh is the little bit of rose. The rose adds like a floral, like, how can I say it? It's not, if you're too much, it's not nice, like you're drinking perfume, but that little hint, that floralness makes it taste sweet but not too sweet. It balances it out, and it's like you're eating summer. It just smells nice, it tastes nice, it brings all the other textures and flavours together and gives us the perfect rice pudding. Because food holds so many memories, if we can be taken to a happy place, be taken back to summers in Cyprus or summers in general, if cinnamon and rose are your summer flavours, then this is the dessert for you. Looking good, thick and creamy. Have your bowls set out and place your hot pot on a mat and fill each bowl up. It doesn't matter what bowls you use, big, small or medium, as long as you've got Rizogalo, it's all good. Let your Rizogalo cool for a few minutes and then sprinkle over some cinnamon. Don't add your cinnamon when your rice pudding is hot, as it will dissolve into it and you'll need to add more cinnamon later on, which won't be balanced. When your Rizogalo has cooled, store it in the fridge covered with some cling film, and when you want some, take it out the fridge and dig in cold for a refreshing dessert, or heat it up in the microwave for a delicious warm hug. My girls love Rizogalo for breakfast or a snack, so for me it is fantastic. All I have to do is take the cling film off and give it to them, or heat it up in the microwave and then give it to them. So for me it's a win-win. Let me know in the comments, how do you like your Rizogalo, hot or cold? Now it's time for me to dig in, yeah. This is like, yeah, it's been in the fridge, yeah. You can see that it's still soft, right? It's not thick, but it's still thick. We don't want it to be too thick and hard and lumpy. And you can see the top end has got like a little bit of skin on it, but it's not skin like dry skin. It's, oh, look at that, look. See, oh, it's like crater. It's not skin like, you know when you get skin on custard and all that, it's just, you don't taste it, it's just a bit more dry. I like the silky milk and the lumpy rice. It sounds wrong, innit? But trust me, it's nice. The rose is just like, it's so subtle. You have to get that right, or you're going to be eating like soap. Wicked. The canela, cinnamon is boom. This is 100% summer. Can't go wrong. Because like, if there was no sugar in this, it'd be like, oh, this is rubbish. But there's the right amount of sugar. I don't like it too sweet. So it's not too sweet. It's perfectly balanced. And the canela is just on the top, so it doesn't go too like overpowering. You can't have too much of anything. You have to balance, no matter how much you love something. And me, I love cream so much. When there's too much cream, it just ruins everything else. You have to find the balance. This, I worked hard on this, yeah. It took me a few years to get it as perfect as I wanted. And now, I'm sharing it with you a lot, so you didn't have to wait years to get it. This is the best, trust me, the best of the best. You won't get better than this. And if you add vanilla and have it hot, it is, oh, it's just so creamy and decadent. It is number one. This is so tasty. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share, and if you want to keep up to date with all my latest videos, please subscribe below. So until next time, bye!